He's like a little statue. Oh, listen to his little squeaks. He is ready. A little slow to start up today. All right, I think I'm starting to see some people. Good morning, everybody. It is Brittany, and I'm here with Lynda. Hey, Lynda. And this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida, and we're gonna do a feeding tour for you guys today. This is gonna be our last specialty tour of the year. And it's a very special tour because we do have an anonymous donor who is going to match your guys' donations from this tour today, dollar for dollar, up to $1,000. Woo! It's amazing. That is a heck of a way to end our virtual specialty tours. So Lynda's going to be our guide today, and she picked out, what was your theme?
So the theme for today's tour is, won't you be my neighbor?
Love that.
I picked two cats that live together and have generally have their feeding lockouts nearby, and so I just wanted to see the pairs. And I picked a couple of servals that generally don't get seen a lot. So hopefully you guys will enjoy seeing those girls. We'll show them when we get there. To start off, we're gonna do Gilligan, our
Gilly,
and his neighbor
Frankie.
I'll put the opposite lockout so we can see both of them at the same time.
Perfect. All right. And we already have 4 donations. Thanks, everybody. You guys are just already knocking it out of the park. Come on, Gilligan. It's feeding time.
I'm so busy coordinating and doing whatever, feeding big guys.
Yeah.
I love feeding little.
Me too.
These two over here.
Me too. I always feel that way. I know it's fun because usually when the coordinator will put me in a small section, they're like, sorry, I need you to do smalls instead of bigs. I'm like, no, I love that. When you go green, you're always in the big cats. Oh, that's a big chicken thigh. Thank you guys for all the donations. He is making the cutest noises this morning.
Frankie's our typical Florida Bobcat. I love that I love his coat. It's different than a lot of the other Bobcats we have here. It's nice and it's got that brown rusty color.
It is, yeah.
Doesn't really have a lot of spots, so I think he's very distinctive.
He reminds me a little bit of Moses. I feel like Moses has always been like the dark brown Bob that I always recognize, but yeah, he's got that like coppery look to him. He's so pretty. All right.
They're winter coats right now.
They are. All right, you finish that up. We won't keep him waiting any longer. He's like, hi, I'm over here. He's got the best winter coat of them all. So if we just saw Frankie Bobcat, this is Gilligan, a Canada Lynx.
Actually, Gilligan's a shy eater.
He is.
He wants to go off and eat by himself.
He does. He is a to-go guy for sure. Look how awesome his camouflage is, though. The moment he disappears in the ferns, he just looks like a rock. Thank you so much to the 12 of you guys that have donated already. Only seen our first 2 cats. Just got started.
So I'm sure Gilligan is loving this weather this week. I think I was listening to the news and they said that we're actually going to have cold weather on Christmas Day.
Wow.
So everybody who ever wanted a cold Florida Christmas
is going to get one.
He's going to get their wish this year. So I'll be here this Friday for Christmas Day.
Nice.
So I have to bundle up.
Yeah. Is it supposed to be dry and cold or wet and cold?
Usually here it's always dry. Yeah,
okay.
Dry and cold.
Good deal.
Yes. If it was wet and cold, wow, maybe get snow.
Miserable.
What?
Yeah, no kidding. Let's turn back around and see Frankie for a second. He's still cleaning up. So what'd they get this morning? It looked like chicken and mush.
And then Gilligan also got a drumstick. So also a somewhat larger cat. He gets food with bones in it. so I'm sure when he's finished with his study, he'll come over and we can hear some crunching.
Are you
did
done?
So good. What a clean plate you have.
Oh my goodness sakes. That was very quick.
Now it's time for a bath.
He's got such a baby face.
I know.
He's got a very impressive ruff too. I've noticed that when he gets his winter coat, yeah, his ruff gets really thick. I don't know. I feel like when he came in, they tried to say he was really, really old, but I think that the facility was way off on age. I mean, I don't think he's a spring chicken, but I don't think he's 17 like they suggested.
Yeah.
That's the hard part when you rescue animals. You get very little real information.
He's gonna get his crunchy on.
Are you good? Take it to go?
He's gonna go back to his favorite spot though.
All right, let's see if we can hear some crunching. Oh, he stayed closer this time. So Gilligan got a chicken thigh, a chicken drum, and some mush. His favorite spot to hang out and eat is deep in the ferns. Hi, bud. I know, we followed you.
He should be used. He used to be a staple on the feeding tour when
Yes.
we had in-person tours.
Yeah.
So he just didn't have this camera in his face.
Exactly. And I think he's gotten a little weirded out since we have caught him twice, like in the last year and a half, which we hadn't been doing prior to that. So now I think his lockout's a little more scary. I've been excited though, because since it got colder, he's back to actually doing operant conditioning with me.
Oh, good.
In the summer, he is like, no, thank you. I will not
Summer
walk
year
over to you.
Right.
And so lately, I mean, he comes running. Like, he sees me coming and he'll run to the side now. And I'm like, thank goodness for cold weather. Like, he's back to his old self.
This morning, I drove past 3 times on my different circling around. And he came running along, looking like anxious for
something. Anything you got left over? Wow, thank you guys so much. There are 23 people now that have donated, Lynda, so we're at 526. So if you guys missed it in the beginning, yeah, our anonymous donor said she would donate dollar for dollar and match up to 1,000, so hopefully we'll hit that goal. We've only seen the first 2 cats, so we're going strong. All right, well, we will let them finish breakfast. And who are we off to next?
You'll see our serval girls.
Our serval girls. Bye, Mr. Frankie. Oh, he's like, more? I'll take more. Their appetite definitely increases in the winter time. They will eat and eat and eat. Thank you. Thank you very, very much to all of you. I'm sorry it's been coming through too fast on the donations, and I have not been able to shout each of you out separately, but
yeah, that's such a problem to have.
It is, yes. It's happening too quick, but it's amazing. Thank you. All right. So we're gonna go see some serval girls.
Feeders coming back from the house.
Yeah. So you did morning meds this morning?
I did.
Everybody do good?
Everybody did awesome.
Hey, good. That's always a good feeling.
Yes. Yep. A little bit of switch around on the schedule because normally I coordinate on Sundays.
Yeah, I thought I saw that. Oh my goodness!
Hello, girl.
What are you doing up there? Oh, I do have to stop and show you guys this. So if you guys saw last Thursday, I think it was, Thursday morning, yeah, we gave Flint and Nabisco a snowball fight enrichment, and boy, oh boy, did they have fun with it. It is everywhere. We did go live for it, but this is the aftermath several days later. Still playing with their snowballs. They did get 3 Christmas trees. The trees, like, it was weird. They came in much smaller than normal, but we also got more than normal. So Afton was like, you know what? We're just going to start doubling up some of them and making little forts out of them for some of the small cats. So,
Okay, so our turtle neighbors, girls,
yeah.
are Kricket and Sheena.
Aww.
So, Sheena, I don't know that they've been featured on the tours yet, so.
If they have, it's been a while, and it wasn't very common.
Let's see, let's go give them some food and then we can talk about it.
Perfect.
So the viewers will notice that Sheena's walkout is down. Oh, hello.
And that is why. Perfect timing, lady. Very aggressive. I'm not gonna get too much closer because she's notorious for scarfing the food or running away as soon as you get too close. Oh, she's taking her prize. She's like, bye. And then Miss Kricket.
Cricket's on the low back.
She is. Here you go. Yeah, Kricket has a lot of like bone deficiencies and health issues from how she was raised in captivity as a pet, and so we have to be very careful about her weight.
So normally she just gets a soft bowl of mush, but for the tour today, I gave her a small pice of fish.
Oh,
so
nice.
Very low cal. So
yeah,
hopefully she likes
good.
it. So
I'm sure
there's
she
a sign
will.
right in front of her door that says "Servals love to fish." So I was like, great.
Why not then? You're doing good. I was gonna say, yeah, tong, that'd be an easy tong one. So Sheena will come back for hers. That is mush, which is a carnivore diet. Oh yeah, she definitely liked it.
Yeah, so she does look a little pudgy.
She does.
And so she's been reported lately for limping and getting a little bit older, harder to get around, so we're trying to get her weight down.
Mm-hmm.
She's on some pain meds to get her through the day as she gets older, so I already gave her a little bit of something this morning with her meds in it, both of these. And then Sheena's also on meds, but for a different reason. So sometimes in the morning the meds person feeds Sheena, but I knew that today was her alternating day, so I knew I could feed her
since
today.
she's in every other. Yeah, I know. I always feel really bad because Cricket's always on my agenda for meds, but Sheena never is. So I always have to like apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's not your day. Plus I'm PM and she gets up in the AM, so I'm like, nope, so sorry.
Yeah, she really disappeared. Where'd that girl go?
Oh wow, you guys. Okay, we're at $1,157, so our match is gone. But thank you so much. 38 of you guys helped us reach that goal in record time.
Yes.
So again, this will be our last virtual specialty tour this year. You know, the year is up in like a week and a half, so it sounds extreme, but it's just going to be 2021. Yep, is when we'll get back into the swing of doing these tours. We'll still do our regular walkabouts and things like that, but good job, lady. And here comes Sheena.
Sheena back to eat her mush.
Come get the rest of it.
Time Miss Sheena was on a very special diet, where she only was given like fish and shrimp, chicks, because originally when she first got here she sort of had a aversion to red meat and anything. And then I think one day Catherine, our former officer manager, she's like, I'm just going to give her some and try it. And then ever since she's been on a regular normal feed, which is great.
Yeah, she does great on it.
Yeah. So we just every day we learn something new about our cats.
We do.
She's desperate for that last piece. Let me see.
There's one little piece of mush there.
I know. When you only get a soft bowl of mush to eat, there's one every teaspoon.
There you go, lady. And yeah, Sheena's doing great too. Clean Plate Club.
When Sheena got here, she had previously, I think, lived on a diet of like cat food and like, you know, domestic cat food and some other things, and she was so rotund, like she looked like a basketball.
I heard she didn't have a neck at all. Yeah.
She was a backbody and a head. So,
oh, baby girl.
she looks good though.
She does look good, yeah.
But I think both of these girls have been neighbors for their entire time here.
Yeah.
So as far as I remember, this has always been their two enclosures since they got here. So
yeah, that makes sense to me.
Girls have long-term relationships.
Aww. Yeah, I feel like these two might be the only two that I've never seen move. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Unless they were going on vacation, which Sheena refuses to do. I think Cricket's gone once, but I think she was recent.
The past few months, I think she's gone.
Oh, didn't they hook up her tunnel? Okay, Cricket's one of our, you'll see another one here shortly when we get to Chaos, but Kricket is able to walk herself to our 22,000 square foot funcation enclosure, because not a lot of the cats like being in a transport or a carrier or anything like that, so it can be a little tricky to get them there. And so Miss Kricket can walk herself there now, which is great. All right, we'll keep going. We've still got 4 cats left. Yep, halfway there. So we've already seen Frankie and Gilligan. I feel like that should be a TV show, like Frankie and Gilligan. Like, I don't know why, but yeah. But so now, technically, when Lynda picked her "Won't You Be My Neighbor" theme, she was gonna do Chaos and Jinx, and then we realized that Chaos went on her very first funcation. So they're still technically neighbors. They see each other, but their lockouts aren't next to each other like normal. We'll show you her normal lockout. Oh, here she comes. She's hiding in that tunnel. Hiding in that tunnel. Now this enclosure does have a camera that you can watch 24/7. You can find that at bigcatcams.com. Oh my goodness. It's a very flat cat in there. You have learned from your neighbor. You have learned from your neighbor. Hi, honey. This is Chaos Caracal. She is on her very, very first turn out in the funcation.
In here? Okay.
We'll go in that one. Yes, it is. Gotta get that big piece of chicken. I was like, she'll catch it. We're gonna take it.
Good.
Good job.
I know, my favorite thing when they moved her across from Jinx and we feed them across from each other is that she's just so unfazed by him.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the other cats are like, ooh, who's that big black cat? She's like, whatever.
I think maybe she got broken in by Jasmine.
Ah,
Because remember how she
true.
was next to Jasmine, and
Yes.
Jasmine's so chatty and big personality that Jinx, she probably doesn't even notice Jinx. She's like, oh, there's a cat over there? Okay, because he's so chill.
He's magic.
He is magic, yeah.
He'll be like you'll like see him in the tunnel like, okay. And then you bend down and pick up his food and he's like right there.
Yes.
He's like, he transports himself.
He
So
does.
cool.
Hi, you're doing really good.
So Chaos is a caracal, because we didn't say that already, and she came with her mate. Even though we don't have them together anymore. Obviously, we don't breed. So Cyrus, and it's nice to have a pair of caracals on property again.
Mm-hmm.
So the caracal is known for their big black ears with those pretty tufts. People always ask me, what's the purpose of the tufts? And there's lots of theories.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just God's made adding beauty to our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a beautiful thing.
Yep. Yeah,
they
there
live
are.
in an arid climate, so they have a nice brown coat fit in. So
Yeah, the ears are very expressive, but we don't really know what they mean.
yeah. Do they sense vibrations in the wind?
Right,
Do they do this?
that's
Do they
my best guess.
augment their hearing? I'm sure they do all those things.
Yeah, I'm sure too. Gotta be some reason. Made short work of that. That was a very big thigh. Now it's time for the mush. So you can see she is just in a very large feeding lockout. We had these really large lockouts out here for when we had cats that did share enclosures that would come on funcation, such as like Jade and Armani, the Cougar Cubs, cats like that. Same thing with our big vacation rotation. The reason there are 3 lockouts out there were for the Texas Tigers, so that each one would have their own separate way of eating breakfast every day. We never want to make the cats feel like they need to fight or compete for food if they do actually live with another one. But for the most part, cats are solitary by nature. So like she mentioned, Cyrus and Chaos came here having been kind of forced to breed and live together. And once they got here, they made it very, very clear that they did not want to share space. Yes, she made it very, I think he was fine with it, but she did not enjoy the relationship. So, but it is cute. They will kind of still lay where they can see each other, and they probably communicate in some form, but they don't have to share space, and they very much enjoy that. So this is just where she's eating, but she is going to spend the next 2 weeks out here in our 22,000 square foot funcation. It goes all the way back to that fence line. There's lots of big platforms, lots of new toys. There's a big den up here, and then there's the second feeding lockout here.
And then in the back, there's a whole separate section where they can, if the cats don't want to be out and about, they can just chill out back there.
Yeah, a lot of the small cats still prefer to be back there. I think it's because there's more foliage.
Yes,
like there's just
tree
more,
cover,
more tree coverage. This seems a little wide open for...
She don't.
No, she's very brave. She's a very brave small cat.
All right.
Good job.
Excellent. Eater, too.
Yeah, we're going to go see your sneaky neighbor now.
Yeah.
So you guys, again, can go to bigcatcams.com, and you'll find the whole list of all of our live cameras on property. Oh, thanks. And Funcation is one of them. Yeah. All right, and thank you so much. We've had 41 people donate. You guys are helping our last virtual tour of the year go out with a bang, so thank you. We're a nonprofit. 100% of your donations goes to the care of the cats, so thank you very much for that. And anyone who cannot afford to donate, it's totally fine. There are many, many ways that you can help the cats for free, such as sharing this live video. If you share our videos and our photos and our videos, that helps us reach new people.
My favorite way is to shop on Amazon.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yep. That's a big deal. Yeah. If you guys shop on Amazon, if you shop at smile.amazon.com, it's exactly the same, but you can choose Big Cat Rescue as your charity of choice. And they donate 0.5% of your purchase straight to the big cats. And we just got an updated total on that. Over $270,000 has come through Smile.
I'm a part of that.
Yes, you are. So am I. That's how I got the email. I was like, yes, that's awesome.
Yeah. I have the Amazon app on my phone, and I like to sit on the couch and do some shopping. But then I go to my computer, because my computer is at smile.amazon.
Yep.
And so it rings, the part's still the same.
Yeah.
Ring it up right there.
That's awesome.
Hey, come.
I was like, now it's just about finding him. He'll slink around.
He was like, it's about time.
Running a little late. So I'm going to kind of stand back here so you guys can see his sneakiness. I'll pretend I'm not watching because that's part of his game. So it's Jinx. So this is his big feeding lockout. You notice that the door is down while she gets all the food in. And then, as we mentioned earlier, that lockout right there behind her is what Chaos would normally be eating in. So in the morning, Jinx is eating where she's putting the food in, and Miss Chaos is normally over in this enclosure. She's just right across the street. There she is, where we just fed her. Come on, bud. He is literally peeking out from behind his den. Come on, bud. He did this to me on Tuesday. I had to physically go get him. Like, I had to walk up to him and then he'd jump out. He is that little black spot right behind his den. Come on, bud.
All of our talk about it being sneaky.
Yep. Oh.
I jinxed myself.
Here he comes. He on the move. You jinxed yourself. I love that. All right, here he is.
20-year-old catty moves quick.
He does, yeah. He is pretty remarkable for his age. We believe he's about 21. Let's see, Saber lived to be 25 here, yeah. So he was a very good boy. So I keep telling him, I'm like, you're gonna be here past that, right? Because too much in love.
I mean, Saber was remarkably healthy all of his life. Yeah, he never had only at the very end he was on some pain meds for his arthritis. Yeah, he was awesome.
That's some crunching. Good job. Thank you very much to all of our moderators that are helping out in the comments, helping any newcomers understand what they're seeing here. Again, it's Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Our tour guide today is Lynda, and we are about halfway through our feeding tour. We've got, well, a little over halfway now. We've only got two cats left, our big finale.
I know, I love the moderators filling in and like sharing the links and the stories, because like for the tours we used to have to tell all the stories to the group and remember all the I mean, not that I don't know the facts and everything, but it's like we could just talk about the fun stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
make it fun.
We want people to go on to the website and learn, each of the cats' bios. That way when they're watching our regular walkabouts, they don't have to keep asking the same questions. They've already learned kind of their backstories and things like that. So you can find all of those at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. I'm sure if any of you are watching Nikita's camera and you hear her roaring, that is always her after breakfast review of her keeper. And then it's usually yelling for someone to let her out in the open air section. But we do that so that we can clean her water bowl.
I noticed her water bowl was quite full of saliva and stuff, she drinks in that water bowl a lot. So
absolutely.
Like, we need to clean this today, girl.
Yeah. Good job, buddy.
All right.
So if you missed it, he ran from several sections back. I know a lot of people get very confused by their enclosures here. So we actually started a series called Home Tours at dailybigcat.com. It felt like it'd be something really boring to do when I first started doing them, but seeing the feedback, but I physically walk around every single enclosure, introduce you to the cat, and show you every aspect of their cage. And people that are actually taking the time to watch those are really blown away as to how much space they have. Because just looking at this one shot I've got here, it does not look like he's got a lot of space, especially when you see him in his feeding lockout. But if you see where he ran from, and if you go to dailybigcat.com and watch his entire tour, you're going to see that his cage is like bigger than a football field. It is just kind of winds around, and there's curved walls that make it a little bit hard to see. So
I watched there was one yesterday. I saw one 2 days ago with Kimba in the drone.
Carol did that. I was
really
like, I was like, good for you. Yeah, I've done Kimba's like where I just walk around it. But I was like, ooh, don't start that unless you're going to do every cage, because that was pretty cool. Good job, bud.
I know, even us, like, we walk around these cages all the time, but then when you see, like, from the air, it's like a really, like, wow, that is a different perspective.
Yeah. Sure. I always love to, Julia, one of our keepers here, when she gets home from volunteering, she always posts her, like, Fitbit stats to show that you walk over 6 miles just cleaning in the small cat sections. So it really does show you that there's a lot more space than you'd understand. We're on 67 acres. We have just over 50 permanent residents. And so that's a lot of space for the cats. It just may not look like it.
He's off.
Yep, bye. He's like, okay, I thought maybe you'd have like one more piece, but you don't. you play with your tree? It's still standing.
No, you're gonna play with that.
You gotta knock it over. It looks like he did play with whatever his present is.
Oh yeah, it's present. So.
Are you sneaking on us? Oh my goodness sakes. He's got a little present that he destroyed up there. Yeah, so officially as of last Thursday, every single cat here got their Christmas trees, plural. Most of them got more than one. And I believe right now we're just fundraising for the turkeys and hens for Christmas. So Christmas dinner, you guys can do that at bigcatrescue.biz. You can also do last minute holiday shopping there because we have a lot of downloadable gifts that you can customize for people. There's Manny. Don't lie, you got yours. Don't lie, you got yours. All right, so we're gonna head back up towards food prep. We have to apologize immensely. There's Kimba out on his platform. But we are gonna go see our Tiger Lake girls. They will be our big finale today. And Miss Priya is celebrating her 17th birthday. Yay. Oh my goodness. So happy to even say those words when you think about the conditions she came in. And it was so touch and go, and emergency surgeries, multiple surgeries, fighting an infection that wouldn't go away. Like, that poor babe.
Yep.
You want to do Dutchess first, or okay?
Yeah. She's like watching us. Here we go.
I know. We're coming, lady.
I should drink it.
Did you give up on us?
Come on, Dutchess.
All right, so our last two cats for our feeding tour today. Thank you again to the 45 people that donated today, everybody who shared this. There's Miss Priya. Yeah, we'll be right there. All right. So much to say. Come around this way. I think I blocked. All right, and we did make a post on our main page on Facebook for Priya's birthday, if you guys want to donate on that. But otherwise, thank you so much to everybody who has donated over here. We're going to go to Miss Dutchess first. You can sponsor Priya for her birthday, also at bigcatrescue.biz. So this is unique. While Lynda's putting the food in, Dutchess is the only big cat on property currently, we used to have several, that is double locked out for breakfast. She means business when it comes to breakfast. So you'll see that there is a guillotine door right over there that is down, as well as the door here on her feeding lockout, which is down. And then Lynda has to get all that food in. So she has a big slab of red meat, so beef, and then some chicken drums. And what looks like hamburger there is the mush that we refer to, but it's a ground carnivore diet. It's their vegetables.
Nutrients.
All right. And so Lynda will have to open her feeding lockout door. Oh, already getting grumbly. I'm gonna tuck myself right here.
In the enclosure where next tiger is now, she broke the door like 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That was rough. That was rough.
It was like coordinators had to come over and watch her and open the doors. And it was like so tough. I was like, Sheena,
all right, and then she'll have to go open this door, and then I'm going to be very quiet because she gets very worked up. Very worked up. Don't worry. I'm over here. I know.
You kind of forget, like, she's so big for a girl.
Yeah.
That's the thing, you know. It's like, look at her. It's like she just fits in that.
I know. Yeah, I don't know if she's our largest female, but I'd say she's pretty darn close.
I
Maybe Kali would be the next
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both pretty good.
But I feel like we've not had to weigh Dutchess or Kali in ages, so
yeah. Right. We had Kali on meds, but we didn't bring her in.
right. Yeah. So
We had a little.
yeah, her little upset, whatever happened.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad
She's all
that
good,
meds helped. Yeah.
Yeah, when Dutchess came in as one of the witness protection cats, I remember we were always like, please don't get sick, or please don't, because we were like, there wasn't really a lot we could do because we didn't have the right to do like just an arbitrary medical exam on them. So, but now that there are, she's still healthy.
She's doing awesome. Yeah. I always tell her she's the perfect tiger, even though Kali's my girl, but Dutchess does just look like her markings are perfect, and her stature is perfect. Her aggression as a tiger is perfect. So, but she's also very silly and playful.
Yeah, I love how she loves her enrichment. Like she's just she'll swim in her lake. She's living her best life in here.
She is.
It's the best life she can do while in captivity. That's for sure.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in learning about what witness protection means, you can find out more at bigcatrescue.org/law-enforcement. We have a whole page that kind of explains how and why a situation like that would occur. So Dutchess, Jasmine, Sapphire, and Jinx were in witness protection for over 4.5 years. Whereas Aria was our newest witness protection cat, and luckily for her it was like 6 months or less. And then we were awarded custody of them, and then because we are an accredited sanctuary, when we rescue a cat, they come here for the rest of their lives. That's what your donations help us do. We care for them in every possible way until the end of their days. And so now that they are ours, they're fully our responsibility, and they will grow old here. So okay, yes, let's go see the birthday girl. I'm pretty sure Dutchess is not going to leave anything behind. Yeah. So Priya is over here, and she's not double locked out, but she has a really unique lockout. It's the biggest lockout on property. It's mainly just a roof section split in two. So you'll see her stop at this door. Yep, the clip is on this side, so when we go to reach for it, she can't get to it. So Lynda will just be putting her food right there on that feeding slab. You a 17-year-old birthday girl? Oh my goodness, we're very, very eager. Very eager. Watch that pretty face. Watch that pretty face. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She means business. So this is our last cat that we're gonna see on our last virtual specialty tour of the year. So feeding tours and keeper tours on Sunday will resume next year. The scheduling might be a little bit different. It's not gonna be every single Sunday. We don't always have the keepers available or the audience available, and we understand that. So I'm gonna try to get creative with some other new ways to feature the keepers and the cats. So thank you so much for all the donations. Up to $1,000 of those donations today were matched. So while we see 1,366, that will be 2,366. So thank you. Let her enjoy her breakfast. Birthday breakfast.
So I was reminded when I looked at my own Facebook page this morning that another iconic former Big Cat resident had a birthday today, and that was Shere Khan. Shere Khan was the first tiger that Carol rescued and grew up to be a big 750-pound gentle giant, really. I mean, he was the sweetest tiger. And, you know, I came here on several tours before I started volunteering, and I was just obsessed with him. So thank you, Shere Khan, for motivating me to come here and volunteer. And I've spent 10, almost 11 years now here with the cats. So it was an honor to have known him and care for him, and now all the others.
That's wonderful. And if you guys don't know this, I mean, Lynda is very, very involved because Lynda's a coordinator. She's on the volunteer committee. She does our orientations. So if you become a new volunteer, you would see Lynda on your first day. And just so many other aspects has been meds and fill in for meds. So, and actually, I should thank you because when you rearranged your med schedule, it opened up the schedule for me for them to train me, and I got a med schedule.
Let's give Brittany a chance.
Yeah, so I really, really appreciate that. I have you to thank for my meds shift, and Lauren B to thank for my rehab shift because she volunteered to step down because she'd been doing it since rehab started here, so that I could at least get trained and experience it. And then somebody else dropped out, and she got back in, so it worked out.
Well, it's good because now I have picked up the Friday morning.
So
I'm back in the
route. Nice. Love how that works.
Yeah. Just took a little break for a while.
Yeah. We all need that. So.
That's good.
And I'm sure they're all going to want to know this. What's your favorite cat on property? Do you have just one that is like definitely has your heart as of now? It's such a hard question. I know.
So
it's the hardest question you can ask a keeper here is who's your favorite cat?
I've had favorites, of course, that have passed on.
Right.
My all-time favorite was Sassafras Cougar.
Mm-hmm.
And falling in love with cougars early on, and then always loving them. So.
Yeah.
Currently, I'd say, it's hard. I always have like a top 5.
Yeah, I do too. I have a top 12.
Aria,
yeah.
Nick,
yeah.
Shiloh, Bobcat,
Shiloh.
and I love Mr. Manny.
Oh yeah.
And Max Tiger.
Aw, that's a good list. Yeah. I love that. No, I've never been able to ask anyone out here, maybe besides Jamie, who's your favorite cat. Because with her, you get Pharaoh. But but everybody else is like, well, I have like 10. Oh, look at that. I love the, look at your stripes. You're very sandy.
Perfect little hindquarters.
Yes. She's still so fit and trim for a 17-year-old tiger. Mm-hmm. Usually they get kind of the floppy belly, the Buddha belly. So... Well, thank you guys very, very much. 47 of you guys donated today, so our anonymous donor is going to be absolutely thrilled. Thank you guys so much for that. And yes, we hope you all have a great Christmas and a great holiday. And thank you so much for joining myself and Lynda. Yay, New Year! I know we do. Fresh start. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And weather permitting, I believe you guys will still get a singing Sunday. And then I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow morning. So take care, everybody.